The stories I tell or interact, people just don't get. They don't understand busting your lip and getting back out there, that's okay. They don't get that. I saw that. They're still just spitting, you're still spitting now. Yeah, you need a Band-Aid, you good? Duct tape, straight? All right, cool. When I ask you about, I like to interact with my crowd. What is, you guys are the Blue Devils, correct? Yes, sir. So when I say who are you, you're going to say what? Blue Devils. Who are you? Blue Devils. Who? Blue Devils. Who? Blue Devils. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's talk about you and success. So success is really, really a hard thing to grasp. Now, I heard you guys had a couple nice wins last season. You did a little something spectacular. You went undefeated, you won the state, right? How you feel? Why? That was last year. That was last year, right? Now, you should feel good about success. That's what's awesome. But what happens with success, as we know, is that success is repeatable. We know that we work hard, we do what we're supposed to do, we can get it again. By show of hands, how many of you believe you can actually win states again? All right, that's cool, because that will be a back-to-back, which is actually harder to do. And you may have the talent, put in the work. I heard you guys up at 4 or 5 in the morning with the roosters and the chickens. You're in the weight room getting it in. Everybody's not doing that, correct? That's right. I had a coach in college. I went to Alabama Huntsville, Roll Tide-ish. Didn't go there, but it was sister school, no big deal. One of my coaches used to tell me, he'd say, never work to maintain, always work to improve. Never work to maintain, always work to improve. And what he was trying to say is, if we're going to strap it up, if we're going to go toe-to-toe, why not get better? Because whatever you won't do, somebody else will do. And when that person meets you, they're going to bury you. And that doesn't happen down here, does it?
Sir. Sir.
Y'all don't sound too convincing. It doesn't happen down here, does it?
No, sir.
Exactly. But that's what's going on. But here's what happens with success. Sometimes with success, we get lazy. Sometimes laziness comes from your accomplishments and thinking that, you know, I've done this already. It's cool. We got it. I don't have to work as hard as everybody else. I have to put the time in. But as soon as you start to think like that, gentlemen, bad things happen. There are two things that an athlete can control. Does anybody know what it is? Two things you can control. Speak up. Don't be shy. Attitude and effort. Attitude and effort. If you got an attitude in the morning that you're going to get better, that you're going to strap up and go get better, then you know what's going to show up in your play. You got an attitude in the morning like, I got to be here a little bit longer, I got to go lift another set of weights. At that moment, at that very moment, you have lost the battle of you versus you. The battle of you versus you, gentlemen, is simply this. Of what you need to do versus what you may want to do. And when you lose that battle, you lose drive. And it's not easy. Because some mornings where everybody's sleeping in, you rolling out, you're going to say, I want to stay in the bed. It was raining in D.C. this morning. I didn't want to catch a plane. 4 in the morning, drive to Baltimore, come down here and talk. But if I lose the battle you versus you, you don't get this message. And I lose. And I ain't going to lose. The battle you versus you comes down to deciding what you want. By show of hands, how many of you guys got goals? Sweet. What's the goal of this team? To win a championship?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't win a championship, then have you failed?
Yes, sir.
What? No. Not sincerely. See, that's a great canned answer. Yeah, we're going to be, not necessarily so. Because only way that you fail, gentlemen, first of all, you got to get to the playoffs, number one. I've heard you made a couple of times, and you had a couple, didn't make it all the way to the championship. There won't be a one champion, only one champion. If you don't win, and you're not giving your best, at that point you have failed. Put the work in, you get to the opportunity to be put in a position to win, and you don't win, all right, it is what it is. You walk away a champion because you put the work in. That's winning the battle, you versus you. A lot of things can happen along the way. You cannot take this sport for granted. You cannot take anything for granted. Tomorrow is not promised. Let me tell you a quick story. I was running track in Cleveland, Ohio, back in the 80s. Wow, long time ago. Anyway, running triple jump, high jump, long jump, going to state in all three. I was going all three. Sunny afternoon, it was a rainy afternoon, I'm running the long jump. Had vaulted twice. Anybody run track around here? So you know what I'm talking about. I vaulted twice. My teammate, Dickie, we call him Dickie. Mama called him Dickie, we call him Dickie. His name was Richard. I don't know how that works. But he says, don't go jump, don't go jump. No, I am a competitor. I'm going to get it in. Yeah, okay, here's what happened. I run down the track, and one thing as a jumper you should never ever do is stutter step. So I stutter step because my steps were off. I hit the board, cleat, knee went this way, I went that way, spin around, land on the ground, grab my knee, pop, pop, twist. At that moment, had I not signed my letter of intent, my basketball career probably would have been over. See, nothing's promised, gentlemen. Nothing's promised to you but you have to live in the moment, in the day. I know you guys are coming off a major, major tragedy last year, correct? If that at that moment should say to you that life is not promised to you, that is out of your control. So you have to take full advantage of everything that you have when you get it. Because there is somebody behind you trying to push you, and trying to push you. You want work? That's great, somebody else will. Being successful is a choice. We'll talk about choices. When you make good choices, good things happen. Bad choices, bad things happen. A lot of things that happen to athletes, I mean, it doesn't take long when you're successful for things. I mean, I need you to work with me because I don't know you, so I'm not sure what I'm going to say to you just yet, but walk with me. When you're successful, things start coming to you. Can you feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Right. Things start coming to you. And if you don't make the right choice, you'll find yourself outside looking in. Repeat this phrase for me. It's all about me. Say it again. It's all about me. That sounds like it's kind of selfish, doesn't it? It's selfish. You all talking about yourself being selfish. But let me put it in context for you. As an athlete, as a student athlete, student athlete, you have to become selfish about what it is you want to do. You got to be selfish with your time. You can't give yourself and your time to any and everything that runs around because it takes you away from your goal. Your goal was to do what? That don't sound as convincing.